Hello folks, this has gone Spy. The Spy will come back to you live for Ultimate Alliance. And now we're coming to the conclusion that we're finally going to be taking on the mission where Dum Dum Dugan says to meet a distress call to Colonel Fury, but Fury is going to give us the briefing moment, so all I need to do now is to be able to find Dum Dum Dugan and that cybernetic helmet that Dr. Pym asked us to search for at the Omega base. Alright, but before we go anywhere or do anything, we're going to need to switch up the teams. Oh, and during the process, I was able to do some training a lot in that simulation that you saw from the last episode. From that last episode in the video, I was able to redo that same simulation about like 10 or 20 times over. So I was able to get a lot of good stuff of coins and such, and I was able to. It's quite amazing stuff of abilities that some of the heroes that I got in my arsenal is already fully at max. The only details I can already tell you is the X-Men. The first are the X-Men members I got. So right now switching things up with Iron Man.
The Human Torch. Storm.
How about tough choice. You know what? How about this?
Spider-Man. Wolverine.
Alright, I'm going to have to go with Wolverine here. Alright, I'll give you, probably haven't shown you this, but if I did, I'll re-explain anyway. The max health increases the maximum health you see of the red health bars. So right now I've already maxed out with Logan by 24% health. And Rage Focus will only be acquired with Wolverine here. And it just increases the length of time and the rage state to last, and that's 50% duration. And I've already explained about the health regeneration, and I'll explain what the bleed damage is. It's probably with some other heroes I got here, so I'll just tell you what it is about. It adds the chances to cause bleed damage to all melee attacks, a 15% chance and a 15 bleed damage. And claw damage only applies to Wolverine, I think. I don't know. It increases the amount of damage done only with claw attacks, done by 15%. And Critical Strike, I think I've already explained this, but I'll re-explain this again. Increases the Critical Strike chance, 13% chance. And the environmental damage is the increased damage done with weapons or throws, 30%. And max energy, I've already explained that. I've already maxed up with storms, so I've already explained momentum. I'll explain about what Weather Mastery is. This increases the damage to all of powers. Power damage, 15%. I've already probably explained about the Critical Strike, but I'll explain again. Critical strike is a critical strike chance, so it's a 10% chance. And I'll explain what combo bonus experience. It gives the bonus experience for combos. That's 125 percentage. Damn. Alright, so a static charge. It adds electricity damage to all melee attacks, and that's added 20% electricity damage. And focus is decreasing the focus at 15%. And now with the Human Torch, the burning sensation, a chance to set enemies afire with melee attacks, 25% chance, 34 to 38 fire damage, and 5 seconds. Alright. Fire damage decreases the fire damage, 15%. Energy regain, it increases the energy regeneration, just like with health regeneration increases the red bar chances. This one increases the blue bar's chances of regeneration. Now the boost stats is this increase both body, focus, and strike stats. I think I've already explained this. So this is 10% and 10 for focus and strike. And point blank, I think this will apply to some heroes I got. I'll explain. Adds to damage to any range attacks that hits enemies within 6 feet of the Human Torch. And this 20% added damage. And Flame Fist, I think I've already explained that. Did I? No, I didn't. I'll explain it. Adds fire damage to melee attacks, 20%. Yeah, I've already maxed out with Iron Man as well, so I'll explain about the critical strikes. So it increases the strike chance by 10%. Boost resistance, boosted in all the resistance, 10% resist all. Melee damage, 21%, increases melee. And power damage, increases power damage, 15% chance. Yeah, I've already explained about Iron Man. Alright, I guess this is going to be what I'm going to be taking with me. Oh, but first I'm going to need to switch something. Hope you guys like this. Hope you guys weren't too attached with the ultimate, but I'll put it back later.
Everyone, move out.
Alright, let's go to talk to Wayne Winford to take us on that mission so that Fury will be able to brief us in about the Omega base. We've learned what we can here, so hopefully what we learned will be enough.
Wyatt, old buddy, what the heck are you doing here?
Tony Stark gave me a call and asked if I wanted to help the team out. You know me, never wanted to turn down a chance for some adventure.
I hear you. Hey, what do you say later on we sneak a few friends in here and have a little party? It'd be a crime to let an awesome dude like this go to waste.
I agree.
Johnny, you haven't changed since we were roomies in college.
Oh, I've changed. Chicks dig me even more now.
True that. You even got romance with some aliens from outer space. Bow chicka wow wow. Oh my god. Am I turning the Tucker?
Hi, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Mr. Wingfoot.
Let's not get all formal. Call me what?
Of course. Now, will you be able to look at who will be able and no, scratch that. Who will you have to look at the laptop?
Here's a hacker. He's kind of an oddball, but I think he's up to the challenge. If you don't mind me asking, whose laptop is this?
It might belong to Black Widow.
So, you think Natasha's up to something, eh? Maybe working for the other team.
We don't want to say anything until we know what's really on that laptop. I think that's all what we can know. You could take us to the Omega base. Yes.
We're close to the landing zone, so I'll be brief. Dum Dum Dugan recently sent a suspicious radio message requesting I meet him at the Omega base for a report on the latest super soldier serum. What's so suspicious about that? Dr. Banner was to give the report. The only thing is, Banner has been working on the Gamma Bomb project, not the super soldier serum. Dugan would never make a mistake like that. Something's up.
What is the Omega base?
It's a mobile lab that's over 5 stories tall. They use it for field testing experiments.
Oh, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s the greatest. Flying aircraft carriers, office buildings on wheels. Please tell me you've got a tunnel that runs from New York to Tokyo.
Spider-Man, this is serious.
Time and place, man.
Is there anything on board the Omega that would be considered dangerous?
If the contents of that vehicle were to fall into the wrong hands, it would be disastrous for all mankind.
Exactly what are you developing that could threaten the entire planet?
That's classified.
So it's alright for us to save the vehicle. We just can't know what's going on.
Correct. Now, if I make
Some
it
things never
the
change.
team's mission will be to sneak on board the Omega and locate Dugan. He should be able to bring you up to speed on the situation. Any questions?
Nothing.
Alright, good luck.
Yes, wish us luck, so we might not get screwed over of your classified secrets. We made what? We're on board the Omega base.
Good. One thing I want to point out, you now have a shield port. It's an experimental device that'll let you transport instantly back to headquarters whenever you want.
Interesting. That should come in handy. We'll be sure to try it out as soon.
Okay. Good luck in there. Let me know when you want to leave. Quiet out.
We'll let you know. That's gonna spy out.
Team, satellite recon shows the Omega base is now on a collision course with Bondrak Dam. Thousands of lives are now in danger. You must stop the Omega at all costs. Fury out.
Shit. Well, this just keeps getting better. Let's locate Dum Dum Dugan. Hopefully he can fill us in on what's going on, what's happening.
Okay.
Let's get to work, people. It's not just experiments been performed here by super soldiers. Who are you?
Wolverine. Never thought I'd be so glad to see your ugly face.
Dum Dum Dugan?
You keep up with all this sweet talk, Dugan, you're gonna make me blush. Now what's the story here?
I would ask on how you know Dum Dum Dugan, Logan, but I used to say this is not the time for reunions.
A knockout gas was spread through the ventilation system of the base. I woke up to Dr. Doom demanding I bring Colonel Fury here or he'd ram the Omega into Bondrak Dam.
Huh, really?
Well, the Tin Man must have forgotten his part of the bargain, because the base is headed straight for that dam.
I should have known. It was stupid of me to believe him.
Anyone that wishes to believe in Dr. Dugan, anyone that wishes to believe in Dr. Doom is an idiot. No offense.
Don't sweat it. If it weren't for your message, we wouldn't have come at all. Then where'd everyone be?
That's true.
I suppose you're right. But our time's running out. Get me to the primary engineering control room and I'll stop the Omega before it can do any damage.
Don't worry, we'll protect you. What the? Troopers. Iron Man has some dealings with these troopers. It's no wonder that these people would be involved. Dum Dum Dugan's help or goes to zero. It's game over. What the? A giant? Wait, that's a super soldier? I can't believe it. Looks like when Fury was telling us that Banner's working on the super soldier serum, he wasn't joking around about it. I bet there might be more of those running around here. Let's stay along the lookout.
D, just had a thought. The section you're in contains the primary drivetrain. If you could disable it, the Omega base would be forced to switch to the secondary drive.
So, would that make a difference?
Not much, but it'd give you more time to reach the top of the base.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Thanks, Duncan. Oh man. Alright. It's time to retry at the checkpoint.
Good. One thing I want to point out, you now have a shield. It's an experimental device that'll let you transport instantly back to headquarters whenever you want.
That should come in handy. We'll be sure to try out soon.
Okay. Good luck in there. Let me know when you want to leave. Quiet out.
Team, satellite recon shows the Omega base is now on a collision course with Bondrak Dam. Thousands of lives are now in danger. You must stop the Omega at all costs. Fury out.
This just keeps getting better. Let's locate Dum Dum Dugan and hopefully he can fill us in on what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's what happens if someone you're supposed to protect, you get restarted to the mission and retried the checkpoint.
Wolverine, never thought I'd be so glad to see your ugly face.
You keep up with all this sweet talk, Dugan, you're gonna make me blush. Now what's the story here?
A knockout gas was spread through the ventilation system of the base. I woke up to Dr. Doom demanding I bring Colonel Fury here or he'd ram the Omega into Bondrak Dam.
Well, the Tin Man must have forgotten his part of the bargain, because the base is headed straight for that dam.
I should have known. It was stupid of me to believe him.
Don't sweat it. If it weren't for your message, we wouldn't have come at all. Then where'd everyone be?
I suppose you're right. But our time's run out. Get me to the primary engineering control room and I'll stop the Omega before it can do any damage.
We'll protect you this time, Dum Dum Dugan. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to need to make sure I don't screw this up again. We made what? We're on the Omega base.
Good. One thing I want to point out. You now have a shield port. It's an experimental device that'll let you transport instantly back to headquarters whenever you want.
That should come in handy. We'll be sure to try it out soon.
Okay. Good luck in there. Let me know when you want to leave. Quiet out. Team, satellite recon shows the Omega base is now on a collision course with Bondrak Dam. Thousands of lives are now in danger. You must stop the Omega at all costs. Carry out.
This chip's game is getting better. That's fine. Okay, Dum Dum Dugan. Hopefully he can fill us in what's happening.
All right. Yes. All right. Yes.
Wolverine, never thought I'd be so glad to see your ugly face.
You keep up with all this sweet talk, Dugan, you're gonna make me blush. Now what's the story here?
A knockout gas was spread through the ventilation system of the base. I woke up to Dr. Doom demanding I bring Colonel Fury here or he'd ram the Omega into Bondrak Dam.
Well, the Tin Man must have forgotten his part of the bargain, because the base is headed straight for that dam.
I should have known. It was stupid of me to believe him.
Don't sweat it. If it weren't for your message, we wouldn't have come at all. Then where'd everyone be?
I suppose you're right. But our time's running out. Get me to the primary engineering control room and I'll stop the Omega before it can do any damage.
We'll protect you this time.
Yeah.
Team, just had a thought. The section you're in contains the primary drivetrain. You could disable it. The Omega base will be forced to switch to the secondary drive.
So would that make a difference?
Not much, but it'll give you more time to reach the top of the base.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Thanks, Duncan. Alright. Finally we were able to get through that part.
Curse that infernal Doom. control room?
Then what can we do? We have to start the Omega base somehow.
Not to worry, there's a control room just ahead. Hopefully Duke left it alone. Get me there, we should be fine.
Alright. You see this here, folks? This is called the simulator disc. So what I was talking about in the last episode. How the simulator disc works is just like back at that simulation terminal. Is that when you come across simulator disc, is that it can either contains a mission that from the character, from the hero's personal missions, or it could be versus villains like what you saw in the simulator terminal. But you had to be able to find them in order for this to work. Alright, another body. Well, let Storm take this one.
Yes.
Guess you didn't want a piece of me.
Wait, who's that?
This is better than I could have thought. My old adversary, Iron Man.
Crimson Dynamo? He's one of Iron Man's old arch enemies, villains that's on his hit list, and Crimson Dynamo is one of the worst.
Glad to see you remember me, Crimson Dynamo. It's been a while since I kicked your tin-plated butt.
You will not defeat me this time. My new weapon suit is vastly superior to your armor.
Could have fooled me. You look like something from the early 1960s.
Mark me while you still can draw breath, Iron Man. Soon, you will be silenced forever.
You never could take a joke. Or a punch.
I will tear you down.
Dum Dum Dugan, get to safety. We'll take care of Crimson Dynamo. He's not an easy opponent to beat. Dugan, we did it. The drivetrain is down. Huh. Really? Will this keep the base from destroying the dam? Okay then. Guess we're going to be moving onward. Okay, it looks like this terminal doesn't look damaged.
Well done, team. Now, let's see about stopping this behemoth. Blasted. All controls have been locked down. Set those on the upper bridge.
Wait a minute, there's nothing you can do?
Correct. I'll have to reach the top deck and stop the Omega base from there.
Okay, but you need to stay here, Duncan. We'll need you to use the security cameras to see what's in store for us.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck.
Thanks. Alright. We're going to have to come to a stop here, folks. So we're going to be coming to a stop here, folks. So this has gone Spy, the Spy. Sign off for now. We'll be right back after these messages.